Galamsey asem. Na me pa cho some can say President Akuffo Addo she Ghana for boss say when the man fight Galamsey ya or the presidency be si ho or the beto ho. Pa cho yenti very some part of it. Na fi the tie some more sample so it is asem na say pa cho yenti.
This committee within the government to design a policy for us, not just to stop it, to reclaim the land, to let our rivers work again, but also to see how we can figure a way for all these able-bodied young men who are involved in this activity to find an alternative livelihood. So it's a package. It's a package that we have designed to try and bring this menace to a conclusion. I've said it in the cabinet, and perhaps it's the first time I'll be saying it in public. I am prepared to put my presidency on the line on this matter.
President Akuffo Addo ekachire Ghana for say he is prepared to put his presidency on the line on this matter. Or say waka cabinet dada na ene or say akachire Ghana for say so when Timam fight Galamsey ya or the presidency in eto ho. So I get surprised say Galamsey in the president and Timam fight here. And then a Ghana for non quality president say step it down, but rather no, they seem to be getting some. I say ye go and change. Me share and say. Binim say wa me no tema because me man fa to ngo gina president Akuffo Addo say massa ka say o the presidency to on the line. When somebody says I put my presidency on the line, it means when Timam fight here, me sorry, me resign and am ho kwan say mutume. As a chere no. It is a President Akuffo Addo failing the fight against corruption and Galamsey, sorry. I was a Ghana for friends say, Mr. President, you have to go. But it seems a Ghana for this rule. And he didn't change. I don't understand it. And Abra, former President John Dramani Mahama, I catch a Ghana for say, Chama to me, say, and so. I was Shanty region to about Obama Chama to me Galamsey in Yana was stopping no. Yentia as my lawyer Morris and Pause or no or Tiasie. Lawyer Morris and Pause or no and Tias said your mama a baby goo as Santifo Juma if I told you.
Says Sambre Buma. One, a so near good vision. Two, a so near positive in some of making your question. Number three, a so we be programs and policies no o cheche mu elbo ho pai e fe so se onya adwimpa e mo man Ghana se oba wo be A B C de be hye na me nunyam but we dey mama say on your ba dey dey kind say obaji chema wuntumi dwuma fi the same wunti o si chema wuntumi akunta mine no mama say oba eno ane say wakọ chema wuntumi mining site eko yini ni nyam nia tuegu no wato na chene we ni policy mama de bodo sabi yan to aba mawo na be gu Ghana ni edwuma na sana nyame na ka enti asofo na mo se na me de mama aba no mama no so say on your bar obe go after businesses so chama wu to me ye Ghana ni o chama wu to me wo yene ne mo Chama to me have suffered once in your hands. Chama to me our companies are otria members, otria amount for car. Or contribute to tax. Or yana fe mudie. Na yan fa mumbra. Na I said you can tell so say on your bar. Mama bar. Moi yaji mo police ni soldier ni security services ni ano. Ombo be yimu ni edi. Na sana nyame bana ode mu ba no che se mu mra na mu be attack Ghana for na mu yomudi sami je fi so say nyame say oba o meyi chief justice sami je fi say mama ba chief justice on the first person be dey fi ko so any je mensa o ya share and Gandhi the deputy secretary national secretary for MPP ni say mama ba o ma chicha ma to be say akoko no ma to na chine and the ba ye be jeli mu ye ba ye be ye mu say vengeance Our Bible say, vengeance is of the Lord.
Enti from chama won't me camp. Ebesi lawyer more example camp no. On tears say Galamsey na chama won't me ya. Ese Ghana nsuo ne Ghana asase no. Also don na tears say John Mama so ba. O ma waje Galamsey ye that means ogu Ghana for adwuma. According to lawyer na ono o se sa na ono no otease ye. Enti ye beko na ya kire lawyer more example ensuo ne nsamone a chama won't me mo ye wo Ghana no. Eno ene da ho no. Se lawyer Morris ampa anima o imagine say what Ghana na ensu a wonom no ensu e na da hoi say na ye ofe se obi se oba amoma gya Galamsey agya enkwase amane na moye no amate ne Ghana ensu this way ni se amana gya ya wo se wo no onte ase se nipa no se obema mo gya sa ade we ya imagine say what mamu na ensuo we na nipa enom e wo man no ma e ya rehosem amagana enti lawyer mu ya se ono onti bi da lawyer se ensuo we ya nipa enom no ono na nije hu to the sense se wo ka se wo mo magya Galamsey na ye sensu sei na it means say ugu Ghana for adwuma wo the vengeance e na eba ono ye lawyer ni utumi bu amanfo okọ court one day na obebu waje utikenti no he is not feeling this kind of heat. Enti nsuo we a eda we ye sheda na de drone kwatwa nsuo we eda wa ayese ya nipa edware wom nipa ma hu video bi ankwala edware wo nsuo na mse ewura de Nyankopon akwala we edware nsuo me chemicals ni na ewura ne body num kina nkoa na akonya cancer akonya yare kese Ghana so na healthcare very bad wo ya ho hwe enye nipa edware nsuo we nipa enum nsuo we ye di spray aduane so ma ukotodi Alex, yes, Morris Ampa, sometimes I've been thinking about him say, Akwa we so I call law school. Because the kind of law school a lawyer Morris Ampa Akono, anyhow he reasons and think, sometimes I get surprised and I get worried. What do you imagine in Suwe that way Galamsey, a dear Galamsey, aye Ghana no. This is a typical drone footage video of Insuna say ewa Ghana. Now what Ghana? Now sis adi way, wo on tiase. Say obiso obema ye gya nsuo na nsuo no aye cleaner wo se won TB da we ye lawyer da be na nsuo we betima ye amani pa no nsuo we and the Ghana Water Company the information about say ebedu ba bi ne Ghana for just ye import nsuo lawyer Morris Ampa say ono onte ye because ye say ebema chama wontumi agya na adwuma ye dia it means ye ba be gu as santifo adwuma ye be gu Ghana for adwuma Chama wontumi na wakwase sa China foreign asefo abamo mo say Ghana nsuo no lawyer Morris Ampa was on tie but as I've indicated no president Nana Addo Akuffo Addo and the country Ghana for say he is prepared to put his presidency on the line so Ghanaians should rather call on President Akuffo Addo to step aside because we're failing Mashera na modern nam chen ukatache FIFA nom they go no akofa China for me nseme be gina ho no kita list bi no bodi yet kingpins in ankasa no obi asu so bo hodi the day I be hu say okatache FIFA akofa list bi be gina so kita list no I was very happy so okatache why are there e pa cho yen bi okatache FIFA yen tire kakra
listen enie listen enie listen enie e fra sankragwa obi a woye mine wasankragwa bia minim
sa pepepe
obi a woye mine konongu bia minim
exactly
obi a woye mine aye cancer tanonumre ho nyina minim
freedom
ade ne ehwehwe
ko
na me ehwehwe me
da bida
ye wo mo strategy ba ko mo sa afa ne se general wo mo ye se wo ma se mese coffee shop mafia ne second one eba
freedom
upe so baba
exactly
and I'm leading that charter in the course na nim do mo ye
ko
eze ni do mo ye ne se wo mo ko eye asomasi ho a wo mo se regi akwa sika na asomasi buafu wo mo ya no mo be general se general kwadwo nso akwa sika na we buafu na wo mo ye na menkofo wo mo keke tribom se be do mo di ye fix the country no a
sa ni pepe
I'm not a regular journalist. Mo meeting amoye ya amoye so mo ka kire mo se kadache de wo ma man sefo ho bia meje kapre de wa
sa pepe bi de bi
me se mo nso de mfiri nwura mu ho wohwɛ course no a yɛyɛ from ɛyɛ keta ɛyi we yɛyɛ ebi hyɛ ɛyɛ yɛ kan sɛ asankra ɛyi yɛ kan sɛ we ɛyi forest yi mosia so na ebi hyɛ hɔ asankra mosia so ebi hyɛ hɔ ɛyɛ wo kɔ ne sei no a na ɛyɛ obi a mɛbɔ obi ani
sa pepepe
nyɛsi yɛ di agorɔ list ni nie mɛbɔ obi ani
Ogita listener, that is perfect. Okatachi, me who video we be ne listener Okatachi bono. And I'm say, oh, this is the number one reasonable video Okatachi. But not listen me where's Okatachi be what chama won't to me mudi. Wow, sometimes we need to be fair. Instead say you be catch the big fish, ne giant ketwano. We seem to going for the smaller fishes. Ne giant kase no ho. Keten no show made na we. Chama won't to me is the campaign. Yeah, obi oti Ghana be anim say chama wuntumi na nkasa tena TV so kasa ono ye Galamsey or consensus O2 or say niema Minerals Commission report nyina chama wuntumi din ewom oyi gold or TV so ono ama na nyeska kura change mama ni brehim mama munim say akwa we na yes aden na momo ni din sometimes Ghana I say ye passem surasem ese ye boni pani din se masa wo na wo this answer money we nti giant money ni di because who kunipa ma sika wo penti no ene wo be mayenya cancer wo be mayenya liver problems heart problems a lot of diseases adeni yentimi kan kire na now say Mr. President say wuntimi stop it chama wuntimi media one also the presidency ebeto on the line for presidency to her. Why are we failing to say this? Na ye de nam chen ene yengo ti ensema organized labor and so eka omo nyina anim no kwe no but omo de nam chen.
Organized labor today decided that one, an immediate declaration of state of emergency in line with the provisions of the 1992 Constitution, Article 31, the declaration must incorporate the following. A, an order to halt all forms of mining, legal or illegal, in forest reserves and around water bodies. Immediate evacuation of all mining equipment in forest reserves and around water bodies. C, the deployment of police and military with full orders to remove, destroy all mining equipment and other earth-moving equipment around river bodies and in the forest reserve. Organized labor would urgently embark on a series of demonstrations and a nationwide strike if government fails to address the concerns raised by end of September 2024.
Children are abroad. They will make their money enough to buy. They buy these days VOS. I go to politicians, I go to their houses, and I see expensive pure water, imported pure water, VOS. Who is thinking for you? We are going to hit the streets. We are going to put 1 million boots on that ground and let everybody know that Ghana does not belong to a very small few.
Corruption, complicity of political leaders, some chiefs, and the lack of political will have further exacerbated the problem.
We demand that any individual, security service personnel, politician, or chief found to be working towards the fight against illegal mining should be made to face the full rigors of the...
The president must declare a state of emergency over our water bodies and get the military to clear everyone found on the water bodies. Permits given to mine in protected globally significant biodiversity areas, GSBAs, must also be abrogated. 4, repeal NI 2462 immediately, challenging the president to prove us that addressing Galamsey with the urgency it deserves now as a national crisis is of utmost priority over winning the next elections.
But it seems that you fear to hit the nail on the head. As of we are most say cash or can say for more than go to Galamsey say monko bompaye. As of no President Asia Monko Jina Galamsey site eko bompaye say no and a man sue any ate. And never be Jina say national interest and at the end President and there. Adia President Yan say, what can't them and they will say he's prepared to put his presidency on the line. Call and now the Akuffo Addo say, Mr. President, put your presidency on the line because you have failed 8 years now. otete ho na brofa kese na da bia maka brofa kaka na Ghana prominent people na Ghana asofo na munyina akromfo azanko akọ Galamsey munyina mudi wom osofo na ni di be miensa na asofo onka asofo no ho na anu Alhaji Dr. Mahmood Bawumia yakọ president form nyo ne oni nachi ade na momo ntimi nka nyense masa wonye sofo ntitwe ho zan Ghana asofo Ghana panyifo munyina akromfo nko a you fear to tell the people the truth. Now they say what the presidency will put it on the line. If he says government fails to fight Galamsey, and then Ghana Nibian said Nado has failed the fight against Galamsey, call the president to resign. That is what you need to do. You don't need to start to tell anybody. Brofake CB, I'm kaka brofake CB, brofake CB out to when you go. But I am going to go to my hands as someone who can for Galamsey home.
Yera, what a Roma, and never baha. Galamsey dear say adia abanem fa ma bi nananum ya fuaso say ya makwane say bimra messay ya sase on say ensuo na nka nipa homen ne yakeka ho ya fuaso say Galamsey enya bibi papa na mom ye wura ya ka wadaroma sa ho betena so a ye nim bibi kuro asojafo a police for security agencies in Shawonsa. Also, no Shawonsa. Galamsey for Bashaw. Over there, who says he say at Yakrano, Yansa see Bashim. Beyond Chebe. Beyond Chebe. Nanam Kura, Bachi be the Aquamabino, never Pesabe Bukata. Benchebe. Yura, sad ye, and my answer say no say. No, Massa said, no, what by a good year and can they buy that? Domafo, Ndebasha Sumafo Drobo, Ndebasha Japekrum, Wabaji. Now, OJ, no one shall see ye, one for soldier, Baba and Basbasa, one fan chebe. No master, no say, Matinao, Matinao, Yura, near another man can't uni. Yamea Wadom, as a matter of fact, where they are starting there. Yeah, my banner ought to sweet. Bosome, ya ma bani otisui ampi osome bia ya Galamsey onfa sabi mraso kwanso enje asase so otimi tu agudie no benfa police for de ne kura benfa soldier for nyede enwuram ben stop ben stop ba yewura after some time nananum asase ne ye dia yankasa asase ne abaje gold ne enfa mabo bio abane yankasa ye betu aya ne ye betu ade cause ye no ye ninsa asase ne ye dia ye ne amanfo ne to ho ye be say ye mfuo ye be say ye kwaye ye be say nsuo o ya ye dene nti me de enwu say ye wura ye privilege bi ne ye de ama ho sa ho hwe so mai na sa ho hwe so na de ne nkoye ya e be duru ba bi na nanom ye be sore na na bia sore a National House of Chiefs me kwa kotebu ama na nanom afam so say na de ye gold ne asana je ya de ne ya hwe nipa obaba ba kye na court kura bebe di sa asem no
na wanu hwam na eye mo himfu ya na bosomo sha akiri obi abaje ne de ehemfu no na bosomo sha akiri na ye ja gold we ma himfu sesi a bosomo beturi nyina da kotoka Ghana himfu mo start ton sase o Ghana no moto a na mo da kotoka mo ton sase na mo da kotoka nti mo so ye ni mo nyina mo ye the same people na senanam do ma hene ka say yemfa soldier for na say for dem ko fight Galamsey a President Akuffo Addo Must the first way is to take Galam stop or the soldier for the police for kugu mo it turn out the soldier for no kra Galamsey politicians no actually stopped soldier for so when you nipa chi o Galamsey no recently there is this one Ashanti regional NPP chairman if it is a chairman Kofinti or something like that at the document Continental TV to say Ashanti regional minister actually letter at the command soldier for the police for the security council or Ashanti regional say mo bianco che Galamsey ni bia. He actually showed those kind of documents online on TV or in a live emame hu bi Ashanti regional chairman papa kokora na odidi sirim fo atem no enti eye political way no because eye politicians na na share kire na mo hemfo no mo share kire na otumfo ti we ontimi nka se onim se ye to go do Ashanti region onim se ye Galamsey Ashanti region onim kutu ebre ni bia no da ko charter private jet no so team saa na mo nyina mo ye nti hemfuo asofo di o mo nyina Galamsey mo kan ho opa isi am yen quality Galamsey list mo nyina mo to be ana obi oto say yen kwa jeje weapons na say for ye the Galamsey fight e dey azan agi amount for excavators e ko ton ni nyina die yente Ghana na mutwa jagu excavators im na mo hye amanfo excavators ekosi sen that time na na do buy na shares amanfo excavators akwa bi gina hokora wo su na so me hu those kind of videos nya no na nsuo no ense nduru sei because mo hye that pam amanfo firi wura mo ho e na mo de chama wuntu me kogu so mo muntu ene Kumasi mayor mo nyina ono na ano da na OTPC FM ye program aye man mayor wo Kumasi no okudu otu Galamsey sa kwa no fe nse kura it can ne kwa abatwa ene ne ko mane Ashanti regional mayor so Kumasi mayor wo se din ene omo nyina omutu Galamsey wa wo kai ni din pa cho betima ka kire me enti mo nyina ahemfo di mo nyina mo ka ho na nsu na ayi no obi antimi nka se won ka ho bi antimi fa nkoto bi apona no mo nyina mo ka ho nsuo na ase wa Ghana no we ye hino we ye den mo nyina na mo ye nsuo ni sei no enti kwan bi e fa so ese mo betima akora nsuo ni bi mo fa so nkora no because yenti mentina Ghana mo nku Ghana for nyina because you people just want money that's kind of mo just am da koto car na moto no so korokora ni wa eye bibini na ye exactly shabre sampan ti PCF ko man adwuma wo Kumasi ko duru Kumasi a hu say kai gold ha I started to go because Ghana ye glorify obi okiteska but to say kwan ba na first of nyeska no nobody ever ask you. That is the reason why Emma Ghana ni sensu and na put nama sa vox so say why na organize labor ni we ko gina waka no na put nama onumbi why can't you name na put say wo vice president so nom Ghana nsu am cowards omo te Ghana or they decided not to even talk the truth or say the truth mo nyina mo nim wo ko kasa asem unim politician ya onom sa aburuchiri nsuo and na wote Ghana na import nsuo ma wanse wanom wa kasa wo pe president adi na se for no o se Ghana nsuo no nya because wo hwe nsuo ye with that screen nsuo ya wo na wa say nsuo ni say te Ghana wa hwe nsuo pa e da ho se nipa de sani enom sa nsuo we die bone pa na Ghana ye o pesika ne de ayeden because wa brea na wo de wanya sika yemfa Ghana sika nyina mawo say ye wonkwa wo de wonkwa na nim nyansa watima ya de chama wuntumi ya boy ntima ma wato kasa kese wo de sika na ye den enti wunya wi ase japade nyina na say wo man di party kuro no nyina ahwere omokra nkwa de mfaso na obenya osofo wa hye kashok na yo de ade we atawa pampam go je Roman sofo say Anglican sofo unim wo ka ho bi nam ko gina Galamsey nsu ho say obompaye say Galamsey be nsu na yeye mpaye ti say ekwara nsu we cowards asofo empire etimi kura nsuo we te Ghana nsemone nko na mudi mote omo ya asofo mi wa nokoreka muntimi nka President Akuffo Addo say he is prepared to put his presidency on the line. Call and Addo Akuffo Addo say put your presidency on the line because you have failed. We gave you power 8 years. That is the promise of the man. I quite remember under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Now John Mahama was one presidential secretary be a friend say Duche Mola or something like that. Yeah. Shabre onu kwa oka ho bi man fie no Canada Japan mu na mo kan. Also ni mo to Galamsey me wa onka o mo bi adi. They were part of it. Former President John Dramani Mahama had one presidential secretary. We call him, is it Duche Mola or something like that? I quite remember say under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no. Omo ye say Galamsey started they wanted a way to stop it. In the presidential secretary na say for echo around Ghana to ascertain how Galamsey ebe say Ghana nsu and how we need to stop it. I remember very well. Omo ko bae no. And then they had media encounter and they asked that man, how does he see Galamsey? And also looking at the helicopter view, the way before kind no helicopter view, Ghana for say or say person who say Galamsey say Ghana so I just saw the helicopter. The kai kwasi prat can be. Kwasi prat say ben asemni and then they just say yeah the helicopter the ku Galamsey. Meanwhile looking at the helicopter view was an expression. Say if you in the larger scope, Galamsey in ebe say Ghana nema. Ghana for deep, papa we attempt some and then returning back to America or something like that. I think that he was working for the CNN or I don't know. I forgot about his name was Ben Duche Mola or something like that. But you can also send it to me. He says, looking at the helicopter view of how Galamsey is destroying Ghana now, we need to do something. Ghana for catch and say. And then there was a person who said Galamsey best Ghana. Yes, the helicopter now. Myopic thinkers. That is where we've got into. Because because such a wound to me na bronyamo, ba omiamo na pomo, na domo na edomo be they should come and fight Galamsey. Meanwhile, according to reporter, one kasa nipa deba. She said, Mona moye Galamsey no party here ska. Charles Bisi was the one said they are all working there. because they all know people who are doing Galamsey. Or started a fight here, then they set you up. They all know all these kind of people are more Galamsey, you know. Meanwhile, you all know Galamsey campaigns. Ne Galamsey campaigns, you know. In Ubi enim. Won't even pack chama won't me home and Galamsey. Won't even say now the home and Galamsey. They are all actively involved in it because so we are president and also the presidency will be on the line to fight Galamsey. That's the ultimate thing I say. I'm a Galamsey. This again and so we do this level there. Mr. President, we are saying say Okahobi. Because you actually said you are putting your presidency on the line to fighting Galamsey. And this Galamsey and saying you are fighting Galamsey and do the you cannot tell us you have no idea because presidents, you know, all the state apparatus in Ashwase, they all report weekly or even daily to you, and they will tell you Nipo Made Champagne and say for it seems you was in a Galam gold in your tour, your meal, your ton international market, and as a Ghana how can you Nipo to gold your ton with a chima jum and the ton makola. And to ultimate can James only Nipa to gold Ukrumo a ton gold Ukrumo. A baby of a cancer beyond or bois. You all know all these kind of people. You need more yes I do money because gold you find Shibu to Mundi. Gold in Yabo. Because nipa no ta or two or baby or ton until very easy for you to know nipa me Galamsey or Ghana winner. President Akuffo Addo, you know